Hey glue sticks, come join us for a day of homeschooling. My day always starts with coffee. My husband empties the dishwasher, which is so helpful. And then at 4 a.m., I'm already to work down at my office, editing videos, editing podcast episodes, uploading thumbnails, all of the things. I do this during the quiet hours of the morning. I just find it is the best time to fit that in because I don't need a lot of brain power to do it. But it's also something I really enjoy. So it's a nice way to start my day, editing videos just like this. Then I head into our bedroom, I make the bed, and I've been trying to, if my husband's home, I try to fit in a workout. This is a short 25-minute workout, so it's pretty easy to fit in. And it's just a great way to start my day because I am, trying to be a lot more healthy. Notice the paint on my pajamas. Yes, I work out in my pajamas, and yes, I paint in my pajamas. Then I head into the bathroom, I shower off my body, and I get ready. I love to listen to podcasts during this time. I love this one for weight loss and changing your mindset about eating. Plus, of course, I love Gilmore Girls, so I love the I Am All In podcast. And after I am done getting ready, I just quick clean off the sink, and I am ready for the day. Then I head upstairs. If my husband's home, he's already dealing with the kids around 6 o'clock, so I just grab a load of laundry to put away and come see what my girls are up to. They're usually playing. Good morning, guys. It is a Monday morning and I'm taking you guys along on our day of homeschooling. I have been trying to do this for weeks now. It's just our days are very like boom, boom, boom. We got to do a lot. So I purposefully am doing this today because my husband's home so he can kind of help so I can film. But hopefully this gives you a good picture of how we fit everything in. Mondays, we typically go on some kind of field trip. My husband has to make some calls this afternoon, like at 11:30. So we can't do what we had wanted to do, which was go to this really cool toy store because it's an hour away. But I think instead we'll just go to like a park. So we're gonna get homeschooling fit in before that, the baby's nap, that kind of stuff. So right now we're just hanging out, kids are playing, and we are getting breakfast ready. So San has been nice enough to do this morning, getting their probiotics in their drinks in the morning. We've been starting to do some essential oils again. We've used these for a few years and really like them by Plant Therapy. They're on Amazon. Mondays are always bagel days. We just do a very simple, but normally every other day of the week we do something homemade that I usually prep on the weekends once a week. And then freeze so that every week we're doing a different thing. So we're just gonna have bagels this morning. Gwenny, our little one, will have toast. And we've been loving these like carb counter tortillas. I'm just gonna have a little breakfast tortilla. I make a bunch of eggs at one time and then we just reheat it as needed. And then I just make up a batch when we need more. So that's what we're having for breakfast. My breakfast. We are trying to learn to like meat. So I don't offer a whole lot, but that's their breakfast. And then we try to do a read aloud at breakfast every morning. We have worked our way through most of the Zoe and Sassafras books.
Holding was okay. I grabbed my underwater.
It's 7:45 right now. Just cleaned up the kitchen. Girls are playing for about 15 more minutes. Depending on the day and if we need to be out of the house, our 13-month-old still naps, so in the morning. So we usually lay her down around 8, sometimes it's 7:30. She's usually awake between 6:30. But if we don't get that nap in, then she won't get it. She doesn't sleep in the car or anything. So she'll sleep at 8, from like 8 to 9, and that's when we'll do the most of our homeschool. Okay, we have moved down to the playroom / homeschool room. We've just found we focus better if we're down here. When my husband is off, which typically is on homeschool days because he works on the weekends, most weekends, so that kind of does help. So he will just kind of hang out with our 4-year-old, the 1-year-old sleeping. But if our 4-year-old is with us, sometimes she will just hang out and play upstairs. Sometimes she'll want to do preschool stuff. I have the Good and the Beautiful preschool set that we just do whenever. She also goes to preschool 2 days a week. So 2 days a week she's not here for homeschooling. And then I also have this shelving or drawer unit with different activities. I switch it out once a month that they can each pull from for like our read aloud time and that kind of thing. So that's what we do. So I've got my homeschool cart. I'm just gonna bring this over. And I also have this bag here so I can bring that upstairs or outside if we're schooling somewhere else. And then we've got our calendar. Sometimes we do more calendar. I don't do it a lot with my 6-year-old, but if my 4-year-old is with us, we will do the calendar and the weather. And then I'm gonna switch out our verse for the week. So I got my binder out. I have a whole video on this if you guys are interested. So I keep track of what we did every day. And then I will pull out our CC presentation topic ideas because we're gonna do that today. And then we are on week 6, so I always have, because these are double-sided, so I bring day 1 of week 6 over to week 6. And then our Heart of Dakota curriculum is very open and go. We do the Little Hearts for His Glory. It's for ages 5 to 7, so my daughter is right smack dab in the middle of that age range. It's very gentle, and I just love it. It's world history this year. And then I like to start with our language arts because it's her least favorite. So we like to just do that at first so she can focus, get it done, and then we can move on to other things. And she's in the level K. I just found with public school language arts, like, she did not learn as much reading as I would have liked. And had I not had a brand new baby and a pandemic and everything, I would have probably worked with her more. But we're just gonna go straight through and move right to the level 1 once we finish this one, because she definitely can read beyond this, but I just think we need extra practice, so we're starting with this. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. So for today, we're going to cut out this A and practice the ah sound. We're going to read these sentences, and then we're going to do this rhyming cupcakes game, which should be pretty fun. Ball. Okay, so you're gonna read all these words, and then you're gonna put coins on whichever cupcakes rhyme. Okay. What are these words? So every week for our Heart of Dakota, we do a new verse, but then they build in review. So this week, since it's week 6, we are actually just going to go and review all of our verses. So we're going to start with that. And then I usually do history. We don't usually do the science or the art or the dramatic play. We usually just save that stuff for our CC days and, you know, kind of build it in whenever we want. So the main things, and then we'll do our fine motor as well. So for the rhymes I don't really do the rhymes in motion either. So we'll re-listen to Let the Children Come from our Hide 'Em in Your Heart, and then review the verse that goes along with that. I love it because it's got a verse, but it always ties into a song. And then we have our verse cards here that we read as we're doing it.
The Bible is a big book.
So we do our 5 days of Heart of Dakota in 4 days. So I just double up on one of these boxes every day of the 4 days. So on Mondays we do history twice. And then we also will practice our Awana maybe later. Sometimes I do that on Tuesdays. And then we'll practice our CC presentation. So she is coloring. We're getting our 101 favorite stories from the Bible out. So there's different choices here. And we chose this one. So we're going to do 2 of these. So we're going to do page 60 to 61. And then also 64 to 65 for the next day. The Israelites came near the land of Canaan to a place called Kadesh Barnea. Soon they expected to march. The donkey that talked, Balaam stopped. So my girls really loved The Adventures of Reddy Fox. We're going to be reading a whole bunch of these Thornton Burgess books. So we actually read ahead. We are a day ahead, so we don't have to read that today. Do you want to do our fine motor, practice our CC presentation, or do math first? This one, then our CC presentation, then math? Yeah. Okay. So for fine motor, we're going to do our Going On Eagerly book, pages 22 and 23. I don't always do this. It just kind of depends on the day. And sometimes I save this for nap time. If I feel like she's getting to the end of her rope, we'll save this, and because she can do this pretty independently. Do you want to save this for nap, or you want to do it right now? During nap? Okay, so while her little sisters are napping, she'll do this later. I do that for handwriting too. I often just save those because she doesn't need me to really help with these. And I mean, this is a lot of stuff she already knows. It's just patterns and stuff, but it's good practice of following directions and stuff like that. So we'll just save that for nap time. Okay, so we do classical conversations. Our community day is on Tuesdays, and so every week they have to do some kind of presentation. They can make it up themselves, or we look at the prompts that they give. So we're on week 6, so we can bring your favorite piece of art or create one, tell us about it, or we can come up with our own. So we're gonna practice that today because I just find she does a lot better when we practice. So she made this fashion book and she's gonna share this, and then she also wants to color a picture to share. But I think we'll practice talking about this first so we can get that done. So we're practicing because we gotta practice being loud. So last up for right now is math from The Good and the Beautiful. We absolutely love The Good and the Beautiful math. I actually kind of go over everything we love about homeschooling right now and everything we're not loving in a video I posted last week. I will link it down in the description. But we love their math. It comes with this manipulative set. So on the back there's a whiteboard, on the front there's a clock. There's clocks, there are boats, there's coins. These are things we cut out for other lessons. There's tanagrams, and there's a regular wooden die, and then there's a left and right die to practice that. And I just love how obviously beautiful it is, and it just makes learning really fun, but also very real world examples and things. Okay?
And 1 plus 1 equals 12.
Well, no, what's 1 plus 1?
Oh wait, 22.
2. So 12 plus 10 is 22. Okay, so let's just look at the ones place. What's 5 plus 3?
8.
8. So write 8. Okay, and then what's 1 plus 2?
1 plus 2 equals 2.
So
38.
15 plus 23 is 38. Look how easy that makes it.
I don't know.
Okay, so take your boat,
I choose some.
put it here.
I choose some.
Okay, your boat needs to get all the way down here. But to do that, you got to figure out the answer to each of these.
So that they can know that's what yours look like.
Yeah, exactly. So put it up there. We're going to add each of these until we get all the way to the bottom. Good. That's a good way to do it.
And just do this.
Okay. If that helps you focus, that's fine.
Boop.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 plus 4 equal.
Then for the review, I usually try to leave the room so she can focus better because I explain what to do. We don't always like our mom over our shoulder for everything. Came up and found the Shopkins out. That's seriously one of their favorite things to do, so I'm not surprised she played that. Are you playing? So I don't really know what we're gonna do for our field trip because like absolutely nothing for kids that's indoors is open today. I feel like nothing's open on Mondays. Like we have a really great children's museum that's closed on Mondays. And then it's like super dreary day outside, so going to a park is not really a good option. So we may just stay home and hang out. I don't really know like what to do, so we may just hang out at home. So since we don't really have anything to go do, we're gonna bake instead. I've had this little mix we were gonna do a different day, but we can do it today since Chef Papa is home. He can help make some cupcakes and they can decorate them after. The junior chefs are ready. Cupcakes! Little Peanut is up from her nap.
She's gonna do the butter. Do all of it. Thank you. Okay.
Cafe, right, Mama?
Mm-hmm.
This is our cafe.
Nope. 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 Right there.
How does it do that?
Because it swipes it.
Oh,
It's like sweet.
One child wanted to play outside. The other two wanted to play inside, so we got the mats out so they can do flips and stuff. Sissy's went out to rake leaves. It's very cold and she's getting over a cold, so I don't really want her out there right now. They love raking the leaves. It's so cute. I'm frosting. Girlies are decorating and eating in the process. That's sprinkles and eyeballs in there.
I'm making a monster cupcake.
This one was screaming for some, so she gets a little snack. Yeah. Real life with 1-year-old. What you doing? Is he messy? So we normally are out and about on, what day is it? Mondays. And so because we didn't go out, we decided to still get lunch out. We normally just pick up Subway from a drive-thru and bring it home. So I'm just gonna run over and grab some. Just cause it's been a long morning and just a nice little treat. And my husband doesn't get to have takeout with us very often because he's usually working. So not that it's like fancy takeout, but so I brought just one daughter along with me for a little one-on-one time for like 15 minutes. Monday lunch out. It's very easy. We try to always read a couple books or stories before nap time. We've been getting a little Gwenny involved, but it's a lot harder because she climbs on everybody and then screams if she's put down. So it should be interesting. So I always spend some special time with our 1-year-old before I lay her down. I didn't today just because she's very squirrely and like obviously tired because she's still getting over like a little cold. So normally I would like read to her and then I sing to her and then I lay her down. And then my 4-year-old, I spend some time, we cuddle. Sometimes we will listen to a song or something. She doesn't want me to sing for her anymore. And we just kind of hang out and chill and cuddle. And then I try to spend some special time with my 6-year-old before I launch into my own work. So today she wanted to watch, we like watching gymnastics on YouTube and just talking about it. So we're gonna spend 15 minutes doing that on our iPad, and then she has quiet time. My 4-year-old sometimes naps, sometimes doesn't, but has quiet time in her room. And then our 1-year-old sleeps. So usually everybody's down and like in the groove by like 12:45 or 1. And then from 2 to 3 is screen time. Usually the baby, the 1-year-old, still sleeps. So that's like a 2 hours, hopefully, usually guaranteed of work time for me. But what's guaranteed in motherhood, you know? Okay, Celia, our oldest, is gonna work on her. She has to trace the animal tracks to like match the mom to the baby or
I know how to
whatever.
do this, Mommy.
And then here she has to circle whichever comes next in the
baby.
pattern. It's time for me to work, which means I put on my robe. I just love to be cuddly at this time. Some days I film videos during naps. Some days I'm working on my subscription box. If you don't know about that, like in the description, I have a lot of information about it. It's coming out very soon. And today on Mondays I usually do social media posts. I just try to batch those for Instagram and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Got my little sidekick assistant here. And my husband is off running errands during naps. So this is how I get most of what I get done. I work really early in the morning and I work during nap. I have one work day a week where the girls go to my mom's for 6 or 7 hours, and I really work hard then. But I'm just working in the nooks and crannies on my day. It's how I've always managed to do it. Is it easy? Absolutely not. But to me, you know, for our family, this is just the best solution for us right now. I don't judge anybody else who does things differently. It's just what works for us right now. It lines up with our goals and things for our family. So that's just how I have to do it. So far I've written and taken photos for 3 different posts, plus I'm doing a reel right now that will already have gone up by the time you've seen this, all my posts and stuff. But I try to batch as much as I can. It can be hard because like the baby's sick, so she's been up off and on, so I've been running up and down like, do I go in there, do I not? And then she'll fall back asleep. So I'm hoping I have just a little bit more time. It's 2 o'clock now, so I've been working for like an hour. I hope I can get another hour, but we'll see. It's hit or miss, this mom life. It's 2:30. Somebody's having a hard time, so we got up. Yeah. Middle daughter's still sleeping. She kind of fights it for a little bit and then falls asleep. So I'll probably get her up soon so she can have her little bit of her screen time and just kind of mellow out. We don't normally do snack anymore. We have, well, I just started this weekend because they tend to not eat much at meals. We only have 1 snack a day at 3 o'clock usually. And we were just not eating other times. And it wasn't even a big snack. So we're trying the no snack thing. Like if they're really hungry, I can offer like an apple or some carrots or something, but I'm kind of over all the snacks because I just feel like it's ruining their appetites right now. So hopefully we'll be able to add them back in, but we'll see. This little one can still definitely use a snack since we've cut out bottles, except for when she wakes up and before she goes to bed. She only has 4 teeth right now though, so still gets a lot of nutrients for that, but she seems to be happy as long as we feed her often. And we ran the dishwasher after lunch, so I'm just gonna empty that so it's ready for the dinner fill. Not gonna lie, kids are cranky. I think this sickness is just kind of going through our house, so one of them is extremely cranky right now. Stan was trying to watch them for like half an hour since I got my nap time cut short so I could work for like another half an hour, but all I heard was crying. Can't work really well when there's crying, so I'm just gonna put the work away, but I will be honest, like it's overwhelming sometimes when that happens because I'm trying to like squeeze things in and I don't get to it, which makes everything else kind of trickle. But I'm trying to find ways to kind of balance better, and we're still adapting to this whole homeschooling thing and getting used to it, and my husband's schedule is crazy, so we're trying to make the most of when he's home, but we're still trying to fit everything in, and it can be quite a juggling act for sure. Girls wanted to come in and play, so we're just hanging out in the playroom. She's doing a little gluing. Celia asked if she could decorate the window with window markers, and I said, why not? This time of day can be really hard. Yeah, because she wants me by her at every second, right?
Hi.
Hi. We brought the markers up and we are watching some baby signing time because we're at that point in the day pretty much every day between like 4:30 and 5:15 when we're making supper, depending on if I'm home or not, or if my husband's home or not. Baby signing time is usually on because we're at that witching hour, and I found like nothing will console our toddler except for that, so that I can cook. And I want to look over my planner a little bit to reconfigure this week because my husband's off later this week and we're refiguring when we're gonna do things. So I'm gonna do that. He's gonna make supper. It's like 4:30 right now. If you ever wonder why I don't film a lot in the evenings, it's because they are not the easiest. One of the kids is upstairs playing. She wanted to be alone. This one is incredibly fussy, so we started her on some supper, but the problem is you give her supper too early, then she's done by the time we eat, so I don't know. Celia is playing Duplos, and I've just been reading some books. Sam did a variation off of this recipe, the foil packet cheesy sausage and peppers, but he just did it on the stove with some Instant Pot rice. And the girls are having grapes with that and some rice, and then some yogurt with some honey mixed in and some granola. They're not huge fans of this, so we try to give, you know, a nice balanced meal, but still offer the thing. And our new rule is you have to try a bite of everything so that we're at least trying the thing. I'm probably just gonna have this for lunch the next couple days because I didn't prep this week. It's just been a kind of crazy few days, so that'll be my lunch, but this was really, really good. Counters are cleaned off, dishes are drying, dishwasher's running, coffee is set for the morning, and floors are swept. Sam is laying Gwen down, and the girls and I are going to start reading our books. Sometimes we get through more than this, but sometimes we do this, and then we usually take turns laying each girl down if he's home. I think it's the most wonderful season of the year. It's so bright and colorful. Whoever Papa is laying down always gets a shoulder ride upstairs. Mama doesn't do shoulder rides. Okay, girls are all down. Just finished laying them all down. I'm going to shower and like wash my hair and everything. Haven't done that in a couple days. And then going to probably lay down and read. I'm kind of in between 3 different books right now. I'm reading Read Aloud Revival by Sarah Mackenzie on my Kindle. I'm reading this book, Mama Bear Apologetics for a Book Club, so I need to read 1 chapter by the end of this week. And then I'm also kind of dabbling in this Mere Motherhood by Cindy Rollins. All very good. Like basically a lot of they all talk about homeschooling, but they're not solely about homeschooling. And then when I was laying our oldest down, she was saying how she wanted to cut this out because it looks like a bookmark, so I told her I would copy it on the printer and then she can color it tomorrow and turn it into a bookmark. Can you notice the progression by the end of the day of like just how disheveled I look by the end of the day? It was a good day. It's just, you know, when you got a sick little one, it's a lot harder. And just nights are always kind of, I just feel like everybody, you know, it's the witching hour. I feel like so many families go through that, but like I never see anybody else go through it, so it sometimes feels like, is it just my kids that are like fighting for our attention and just can't sit still, and like we try to get them outside and stuff, but when you got like one who's sick and freaking out, it's just really, really hard. But we made it through, and hopefully she'll sleep well, and hopefully we'll have a good day tomorrow. Hopefully she'll start to feel better. But yeah, that was, I don't know, there's not really a typical homeschooling day for us. Every day is so different. Monday is the only day that we're usually like don't have anywhere we have to be, because we have CC tomorrow, and then 2 days a week our middle daughter has preschool in the morning, and then we try to run errands one of those days. I usually try to run errands or do like a Target pickup on Mondays, but that didn't happen today, and that's okay. We don't really need much right now. And then 1 day a week the girls go to my mom so I can have a work day. So and it's just kind of up in the air if my husband is home or not. So like this week he's off 3 days during the week, which is very rare. Well, and then like a week coming up he's gonna have no days off, so it's just, it is what it is. So thank you guys for coming along. If you homeschool, I would love to know, what are your days like? Do you have any 2 days that are similar? And if you don't homeschool, I would love to know what other content you would love to see. If you watched this to the end, you must have enjoyed it, so let me know if you want to see more of these. And as always, thank you guys so much for just spending time out of your day with me here in my life, and I just hope I can continue to bless your life in some way, motivate you, inspire you, just commiserate with you, be happy with you, like just celebrate the beauty of life as well with you. I just hope to bring some joy to your day. So thank you guys. I will see you next time. Bye.